Hey, what's up everybody, this is TonTon here, and following my review of the Studio Series Soundwave, today I presented to you this upcoming Studio Series Topspin from Transformer Dark of the Moon, which is the second members of the records that got released at Studio Series form. And let's begin. Now if you look at the box from this angle, I don't know what happened, but then the image looks kind of purplish to me. It is, some appears to be purplish, but then the figure is blue, so that is quite frustrating. But then again, you get to see the really nice close-up detail of Topspin of what he actually looks like in the movie. Because the problem with Topspin is that we see this guy for like a couple of minutes. We know that this guy is from the records and he's pretty cool, and then he disappeared. We never heard of him in the fourth film, but then in the fifth he returned, but with a left foot head, I believe. So this I need to recheck. But then again, this art is really nice and I enjoyed having displayed him like this. But then if you look at the figures, the figure is blue than purple, so that is still kind of frustrating. If you turn him around, you can see a picture of him which is still looks kind of purple to me, which is kind of weird. And then turn him around again, and as you can see, we have him here with his vehicle mode and his robot mode, and then some QR code. And you got the line patterns here, and this is pretty cool. Now let's crack him out open and see what is inside him. Busting the box out, here we have first is Topspin himself, and then we got the Studio Series line signature, which is the backdrop. This is the Chicago. But then the questioning point of mine is that if you look at the cars in the picture, you know that they left it, so why it is still kind of red? I'm going to bring the backdrop closer so you can see. If you look closely in the picture, as you can see, the light, the brakes light of all the cars are red, which is kind of weird because this is the morning after the battles and they're supposed to get out or stop any vehicle at that point, because that is what happened in the movie, but somehow we forget. But never mind for that. And the next thing I want to talk about, it is instruction. This is the normal Studio Series instruction, so I'm gonna go through it for you to see what is inside. This is like transformation step, and the upcoming, which is a surprise thing, will be his weaponry, because it is kind of shock to me that he got a lot of weapons. Because look what happened to Studio Series Roadbuster. I'm gonna bring Roadbuster in now for you to compare. So here's Roadbuster, and all we got is a single minigun that is patched on his back. Let's just remove it for now and compare. So this is what we got with Roadbuster, which is a shame, to be honest with you. And look what we got with Topspin. You see the difference? I do see the difference. So enough with the accessories. Now let's get to the figure himself. The robot mode himself, Topspin, as you can see, is not really nice detailed, because the problem with Topspin at this robot mode is that if you look at throughout the bodies, the details are not quite nice, because there are a lot of unpainted areas, but then there are such great details. So in my opinion, a little bit of paint slash here and there would benefit the figures a lot. Other than that, it is quite dull with this color scheme, because with the main color is gray and blue, a little yellow here and there would benefit the figures. And I want to give shout out to some highlight details up to the bodies. They got it silver painted, so that is pretty nice. And of course, the Studio Series line is always famous for his mechanical details mode, and I'm still impressed with this one, especially the neck part of him. As you can see here, he got some kind of hair, and that just looks nice. That looks really nice in my opinion. And the smokestack as well, they are made from rubbery because, you know, fear for breaking issue and everything. And besides, that will be used during transformation. And on that, if you flip him to the back, as you can see, he got a massive back cables with another 2 set of guns. But then again, they made from rubbers, so no easy for breaking. But then the things that differ him from Topspin, it is that the fact that he got sub-arms unit. So I'm gonna bring Roadbuster now so you can see. The fact that Topspin got sub-arms unit, so it actually makes him look bulkier than Roadbuster. So the backpack is not that big as Roadbuster. So I still shout out for Takara and Hasbro for making this really nice. And talking about the sub-arms, you can go now Roadbuster. So the sub-arm, this kind of design reminds me of Barricade. As you can see, because of the actual kind of design It is similar to this one here. So I mean, it looks nice and it can attach the accessories onto it. But before that, I want to mention I'm not gonna talk about the details of this sub arm right away because I think they're suited more for the vehicle mode. So now let's attach this accessories. So they're on this hole, so you technically can attach it whatever ways you like. So you can have the gun here, like that. So this is how you attach this accessories onto the sub arms, and this is, I think we should call the sub arm mode. So they looks nice. They serve the purpose of the sub arm, which is kind of like working and all of that. And to me, this looks okay. But I would prefer the other looks, which is the directly attached onto his hands. So let's get to it right now. So you simply take out everything, and you can plug it onto his arms like this, and then you can have the gun here, just like that. There we go. So at this angle, the sub arm now to me is look more like a kind of a shield to cover him while he's firing his weapon on the hands. Because he's wrecker, so I think any optional would be fine, like M-Go set your toy display however you want it. So it is fine. You can have multiple options of displaying these characters. Comparing the ways that Topspin hides the wheel inside his leg, to me that is a brilliant idea, because compared to what we have with the Roadbuster that is straight out the knee, I would prefer Topspin ways of making the wheels like this. It is required more for transformation, like one more steps, and it is more interesting than Roadbuster, so I would highly give highlight for this a shout out to Topspin. Side comparison wise, here we have Topspin next to Roadbuster. Roadbuster is slightly shorter than Topspin, I think. And then we have Optimus, obviously a taller one over here. So judging from the size, I think they will be on the similar size towards Bumblebee and so. Let's get on with articulation. So we start with the head. His head can look up and down a little bit. Can do a 360 spin, top spin. And then the arms can move out like that. It's a nice thing that they made the exhaust pipe from rubbery so it doesn't collide or have the potential of breaking. And we can do an arm rotation. He got a double elbow bend, but that is for the transformation, so he actually bent backwards. That is kind of awkward. He got a arm swivel, elbow swivel, and then the hands are of the normal transformer type. And moving on to the sub arms, it's on a ball joint, so we can do a full rotation. It can move up like that. It's on a double hinge, so there's two hinge. So that's all we got. And then you got the mechanism that similar to the barricade's arms. It's on a double jointed Z connection type. Unfortunately, we have no waist swivel over here, so I'm sure I'll skip to the leg. The leg can kick up that far and kick back that far. It tends to pop out because it's on a ball joint. It can do a really good split. And this is the knee articulation over here. He got a thigh swivel, and he got a foot bend like that, and that would be it. So judging from his articulation over here, I can still say he's a deluxe, so this is the best of what we can get. And I think his articulation is decent enough to get him onto display poses with the wreckers, and it is pretty fun to handle. But enough of the robot mode, now let's get to the alternate mode. To begin with the transformation, I'm going to take care of the arms first. So first of all, close the hand, bend the arms on inwards to form this, and there will be a tap over here. Tap square it in, just like that, and repeat with the other one. Stretch out the sub arms to form the door. And it could be connected via the slots and tabs over here. And at this point here, you're gonna rotate the back to form the windshield of the car and the roof as well. And as you can see, there's this back section over here. Bring it up and then collapse the whole thing downward like that. At this point here, you can start collapsing this section over here down, just like that. You can start closing the door section, and there's this tab here, just tap them in together. Moving down to the leg, just bring out the wheels, and then you can start fitting back the feet to form the front of the car, and do the same thing over here. Collide this section over here together, so that will be locked. And then the final step will be closing the door. So there's this tab here and this hole over here. Just bring them together like that, and we're done. Now to finish it, just bring in the accessories. So this gun's over here, we attach to the sides like that to be the right. So this section here needs to be up front, just like the one on the roof, and bring it down, and these two holes we got into this two claw over here. And we're done. The alternate mode of Topspin is what we expected from the alternate mode from the Wreckers and also Roadbuster. Nice easy transformation with great details onto the vehicle mode and a lot of armor piece. This is what I really enjoy about these two over here, and I hope Redfoot will be the same. And I really enjoy having him at this version because the alternate mode is not compromised like some recent Studio Series figures like Blitzwing. It is not compromised, it looks great, and I really enjoy having him display even at this, because normally displaying Transformer at the alternate mode would not be my first option, but with the Wreckers they might be my first option. So that will conclude my video of Topspin. What do you guys think of him? Let me know in the comment section below. Personally, I cannot wait for Redfoot to complete my Wreckers set, and I just hope to hear your thoughts on him. Check out my Instagram, my YouTube channel for more videos of Transformer review, and if you feel like you can help me out with the future figures, feel free to buy me a coffee over there. Link is in the description. And as always, thanks for watching. TonTon out.